Good morning, everyone. This is Kendall Tyson once again from Aspire Counseling and Wellness Center. And I'm going to start a new initiative with you all, and it's going to be called Mindful Monday. So, happy Mindful Monday, everyone. During these Mindful Mondays, I am going to share with you different tips that you can practice throughout the week to incorporate into your wellness routine, into your self-care routine, into the daily routine that you practice as we, again, practice social distancing, even after we have come on the other side of what we're currently facing at the moment. So hopefully you'll add the tips that I share to your everyday routine to take care of yourself. And I just want to ask you one favor before I get into it. If you could please like and share this post, the more people that can hear tips on how to better manage their mental health and mitigate stress and practice better self-care, I think the better that the world's going to be, the better that we're all going to be. So please like and share this post to any and everyone that you know. So we'll get into it. I am going to share with you a mindfulness card. Can you see it? A mindfulness card from this deck that I purchased. It's called Be You for Teens. And although it's geared for teens, the strategies that are listed in here are good for anyone that wants to incorporate mindfulness into their day. And this deck is created by Brian Leaf and Matthew Ostricher. It didn't cost me much on Amazon. It's a worthy purchase. Any school counselors or therapists that I know, this would be a great addition to your resources. And so the card that I share today, what I want you to do is I want you to get out some paper and I want you to make a T-chart. I love T-charts. And on one side, I want you to title it, what do you do to release stress? On one side, side A, I want you to title it, what do you do to release stress? And I want you to list all the things that you do to release positive things that you do to release stress. And one of the things I want you to add on there that we're going to talk about today is deep breathing. Deep breathing. Add deep breathing to that side A list on what you do to release stress. And on side B, I want you to make a list of what do you do to bury stress? So when you're stressed, what do you do to numb yourself? What do you do to deflect from having to deal with it? What do you do to forget that you're stressed out? What are your maladaptive or negative coping mechanisms? And so, some examples can be for side A, I take a run, I do deep breathing, I talk to a friend, I talk to my therapist, I do yoga, I do jumping jacks. And on side B, it can be I drink. I down a bottle of wine, I have a few beers, I smoke, I do drugs. Those are things that people I forget about, I avoid it. Those are things that people can do to bury their stress, or they're not actively working to mitigate and be aware of and change it. So the point of making this list is that the next time that you are feeling anxious or stressed out, I want you to pull from one of the strategies from side A, and I want you to do one of those things. So instead of choosing to bury your stress, something on side B, I want you to choose from side A and choose something that is going to help you to relieve your stress in a positive way. And then, this is going to go a long way to helping you learn how to cope. And hopefully, if you are working with a mental health professional, you all can craft a better plan of how to positively cope, how to positively mitigate the effects of what it is that we're having to deal with right now, social distancing, worry about the COVID-19 pandemic spread, just the general worry that we have on a daily basis. Now you have created a list of things to do and things that you can stay away from. And with this list, you can also process it with your mental health professional to gain a deeper understanding and more insight into maybe what has happened over your life that has led you to bury your stress in certain ways, and how with your new learning and your new awareness, doing these new things is going to help to allow you to have a better quality of life and experience life in a much more positive fashion. So again, this mindfulness deck, BU for teens, there are some geared toward adults as well, but I think that's just a good strategy for everyone to work on. But moving into the gist of what I want to talk about today, deep breathing. This is a strategy that I love to do. I incorporate it into my morning routine every day, which we'll talk about that on another day. I share this with clients. I share this with my students. I share this with teachers that I work with. So it's a strategy that is proven, it's evidence-based, backed by science, and it's actually fun to do. So with deep breathing, when we are stressed out, when we are anxious, our body, goes into this stress response. The rapid breathing, the rapid cycling of your brain, it's hard to focus. It's hard to just, be productive. So when you do the deep breathing exercise, it activates your parasympathetic nervous system. I love that word. And it activates your relaxation response, where you have slower breathing. It lowers your heart rate, allows you to be a bit more calm and more present. Because with mindfulness, the whole point of mindfulness is to allow you to be more present focused, not overly focused on what has happened, which can cause depression, or overly focused on what could happen, which could, ramp up your anxiety, but present focus in the moment on what you actually have control over. So the way that deep breathing works is you want to get in a comfortable, position. You can lay on the floor. I like to sit up comfortably in a chair. And if you're just beginning, you put your hand on your belly. When you breathe in, your belly should go inward. You can feel as you're breathing, doing the exercise, you can feel your belly moving up and down. People call it diaphragmatic breathing, belly breathing. It has multiple names. Deep breathing is the easiest, right? So what you do is you're going to inhale through your nose, and with a 4 count, you're going to hold it without straining or hurting yourself. And then you're going to exhale, blowing out of your mouth like you are blowing through a straw, like you want to empty your lungs. And with it, if you are just beginning, with whatever your comfort level is, you can, inhale longer, hold longer, breathe longer, or you can decrease it depending on your comfort level. If you're a beginner, I say start doing this for about 30 seconds just to kind of get your body used to it, and do the 4-4-6. So inhale through your nose for 4, hold it for 4 without straining, and then blow it out of your mouth like you're blowing into a straw for 6. And one thing I would suggest you do is, as you are starting, count in your head. Like as you're inhaling for 4, count in your head, because what that's going to do is it's going to control the tempo of your breath, right? So instead of breathing too fast, you're going to breathe with a controlled pace. And counting in your head is also going to allow you to shift your focus from the thing that you're worried about. This is a good thought stop technique. And whenever you notice that your mind is wandering, oh, I got to pay these bills, or, oh, I got to go teach my child online, when I'm trying to do this, deep breathing, this meditation, just bring it back to your breath without judging yourself, which we all do. Just bring it back. If you have to bring it back over and over again, that's fine, because what you're doing is you're training yourself to stay focused and present oriented. And so I'll just give you a few benefits of deep breathing, right? So what deep breathing is going to do is it's going to increase your serotonin level, which is that chemical that we need to minimize anxiety and depression. So the more serotonin you have, the less depressed and anxious you may feel. So we want to do things that are going to increase our serotonin levels in our brain. Deep breathing is going to calm our mind. It's going to allow us to have more control over our reactions. It's a good strategy to use in the moment, in the heat of the moment. Take that deep breath, which allows you to, instead of being reactive, pause. So then you can gather your bearings and make a more informed decision and not be as reactive as, possibly you used to be. Again, deep breathing is going to help you to center your thoughts. It increases your oxygen intake. It helps you to expel toxins in your body. It lowers your heart rate and your respiratory rate. can help to lower your blood pressure, and most of all, it's going to help to enhance your mood. So one thing that I do is I've and I need to do better is I've incorporated deep breathing into my morning routine. It kind of helps set the tone for my day, and it's something that I do frequently throughout the day. I always recommend students and parents and clients to, when you're getting used to it, it's not something that you do once. You want to practice it. So the more you practice, the longer you can do it, and the better outcome you're going to have. So I say do it in the morning when you wake up, midday, at lunch, and right before you go to bed. Three very important times throughout your day. I'm also going to post a video that I use frequently from therapistaid.com. It's a great resource. I share this with my students and clients all the time on how to do deep breathing as well. I mean, it's a video and audio and everything. So be on the lookout for that on my Facebook page. I'll probably share it on my Instagram page as well. In addition, if you do have any questions on how to incorporate this amazing practice into your daily life, feel free to message me on my Facebook page or hit me up on my Instagram or send me an email at kendall.tyson@aspirecounselingwell.com. Please like and share this video. Leave some comments. Share with me, what are you currently doing to take care of yourself? We're going to talk about self-care in a few days, because it's extremely important that we create a consistent routine on how to manage and take care of ourselves throughout this very uncertain time. But you can transform everything that you do starting today. So I appreciate you joining me for the first Mindful Monday. It definitely will not be the last. Again, please share and like this video. And if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up whenever you have time. I hope that everyone is practicing social distancing with fidelity. I hope that you are washing and moisturizing your hands as frequently as you can. And I hope that you are continuing to be kind and compassionate to yourself, sharing wonderful and kind messages to yourself, and that we are supporting one another, because we're going to get through this together. Thank you, and I will talk to you soon. Have a wonderful Monday.